Hi, number one. Welcome to your reading. So we're gonna draw some cards and we're gonna look at how does your co-workers see you, and also like what do they think about you. And it's a general reading, so take what resonates here. We have King of Wands. And we have Seven of Wands. That's so interesting. I just gotta say, pile number one, there might be some jealousy going on here with your co-workers. I just gotta say that I feel like whether you are aware of this or not, you could have people that is like low-key either copying you or like low-key competing with you is what I'm getting. I feel like your co-workers, they see you as somebody who has this like natural ability to lead other people. I feel like you have like an unmatched passion for things, determination for things. I feel like you have an unmatched like charisma. You bring the fire element to a lot of stuff that you do in your workplace. And it's interesting because I feel like your coworkers is looking at you as somebody who is unmatched. Like it's kind of difficult to get up to that level, but I feel like you still have like some coworkers around you that is like, they're trying. There's definitely this energy of some of them looking at you as like a competition, trying to copy you. And you know, looking at you as a competition or trying to copy you, it doesn't have to be like in a negative sense, you know. I mean, whenever you are usually quite good at something, there are always going to be some people that might be competing, you know. That's the way of life, so we don't need to like make this into like a negative thing. But I feel like your coworkers, they also see you as somebody who's like very resilient. Whether you have been working for this company for like a long time or not, these coworkers, they definitely see you as somebody who is like taken your stance in this workplace. You left a mark in this workplace. So you are definitely not a worker who just came in and was unseen or is unseen by the rest of your team or the people that you're working with. You're definitely somebody who's like taking place. I feel like your coworkers, they could also look at you as somebody who is, as I was saying, taking a lot of place here is what I'm getting. I feel like your coworkers also look at you as somebody who's like capable of standing up for yourself, capable of like standing up for other people. I feel like you have this like immersed strength that is going on within you. The field that you're working in could in general be very competitive, and I feel like your coworkers look at you as somebody who always seems to come up or come out on top. I feel like a lot of people are like low-key admiring you, low-key studying you, trying to be like you, something like that. But you're definitely like the leader of the pack. That's what I'm getting. It's getting like alpha female or like alpha male kind of energy. Some of y'all could be like a fire sign as well, or have a very like dominant or prominent, you know, fire placement in your chart. That's what I'm getting. We're gonna pull some more cards. For some of y'all, I'm also getting here, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles coming out here. I feel like some of your co-workers, they could also be looking at you as somebody who is an attractive person as well. So there could be something that is very attractive about you. I don't know if you work in something where you are needing to show off your body or something here like that, but I feel like your coworkers definitely look at you as somebody who dresses in a very nice way, is what I'm getting. I feel like there could be this energy here as well, pile number one, that is going on where maybe some of your coworkers has like a hard time getting access to you. Maybe you keep your distance from some people. Because the Nine of Pentacles is like somebody who is enjoying like the fruits of their labor alone, is what I'm getting. So there could be some kind of distance between you and your coworkers. I feel like your coworkers could be like very curious of you if you are keeping some kind of distance from them, is what I'm getting. I feel like they are wanting to know or like get closer to you. It's almost like you could have some coworkers here that is like wanting to find out like your secrets. Maybe you don't share too much of like your personal life, and the things that you share is always like very successful, or it's very like shiny and it's very bright. It's like something here like that. I feel like your coworkers, their perception of you is somebody who is like very financially well off, financially stable, very stable in this career, is what I'm getting. Whether you have been working here for a long time or not, or working with these people for a long time or not, I feel like your coworkers also looks at you as somebody who is like an independent person. So you're definitely not somebody who is like codependent on other people, and it shows in your workplace. I feel like your coworkers is looking at you as somebody who's able to take a task on your own, but not only being able to manage it by yourself. I feel like you're able to lead other people if that were to be necessary. Take what resonates here. For some of y'all, I feel like your coworkers, like they could be looking at you as somebody who is like kind of motivational. I don't know if you are doing any kind of like motivational speech or something like that, but they could be looking at you as somebody who is like an inspiration, a motivation for them or for other people, or like in general. Take what resonates. But I feel like your coworkers, like they look at you as somebody who is like a very stable person and a very abundant person. Somebody who looks good, somebody who dresses good, somebody who like takes care of themselves. I feel like your coworkers could be looking at you as somebody who is always like in the spotlight. Always in the spotlight is what I'm getting. I feel like, as I was saying here, pile number one, I feel like there are some kind of jealousy that is going on here between your coworkers and you. I feel like your coworkers also looks at you as somebody who gets like a lot of attention. And as I was saying, and I feel like a lot of your coworkers are very curious of you, but it's almost like you have this distance or this protection around yourself that honestly just makes them even more curious, is what I'm picking up on. I feel like your coworkers, they're looking at you as somebody who is always having like a new beginning here as well, whether it's like in different departments or like different projects at work. But I feel like you always have something new going on here at your workplace. And I feel like that's also something that like makes them curious of you. I feel like your coworkers, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. So they could be looking at you as somebody who is like a risk taker, always taking chances. You're very confident here, pile number one. But it's interesting because in all of these images, we can just see how it's like one person that is like the star of the show. I don't know if it is like a very independent work that you are doing, although you are connected to some co-workers. I mean, this is gonna resonate different, but I feel like this group of co-workers, they look at you as somebody who is honestly the star of the show all the time. I feel like these people as well, they look at you as somebody who's like very bold. That's too many cards. I'm just trying to pick one. Where the Hierophants? At the bottom of the deck, we have Five of Pentacles. It's so interesting. I feel like some of your co-workers, they could be feeling left out in the cold. There could be something that you are not like letting them in with. Something here like that. Take what resonates. But what I'm getting here is that your co-workers, they see you as somebody who is, that other people is like able to follow. Maybe you are somebody at your workplace who has either a lot of knowledge or like experience. Maybe you have been working at this company for like a long time, and you are looked on as somebody who they can seek some kind of advice from. Like they can learn something from you is what I'm getting. And that is what I was speaking a little bit on like before as well. I feel like there is a lot of people and a lot of your co-workers that is like wanting to learn from you. But I feel like maybe they do it in like in a sneaky way. Maybe they don't ask you straight up is what I'm getting. So I feel like it's like this weird dynamic going on here, to be honest. Yeah, but as I was saying, I feel like your co-workers, they are looking at you as somebody who has this like abundance around you, and maybe your co-workers isn't as successful as you are, so they feel like you have something that they don't have, and it's something that you are not letting them in on is what I'm getting. So they feel like this coldness from you, or like they almost feel like left out in the cold. So whatever they are, it's almost like they're starving, they're not getting enough. But where you are placed, everything is like warm, everything is very abundant, you have enough of resources, you know, something like that. But as I was saying, for some of you, it is like a very competitive field that you're working with in. I mean, I want to also get here like this group of co-workers that you have around you, they see you as somebody who has this like ability in making like other people becoming very submissive towards you. Whatever you touch always seems to turn out to something very successful is what I'm getting. I feel like this reading was like very straightforward. So I'm gonna finish off here pile number one. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so pile number two, we're gonna look at how does your co-workers see you, and we're also gonna look at like what do they think about you, and it's a general reading, so you know, just take what resonates here. We have the Sun card coming out. I feel like your co-workers, they look at you as somebody who brings a lot of positive energy to your workplace, or like this group of co-workers is what I'm getting. It's almost like they could be looking at you as somebody who is like the life of the party going on type of thing. I'm also getting here like for some of you, I feel like your co-workers, and this is like I'm gonna say this in like in a positive way, but I feel like at times your coworkers could look at you as somebody who is like a little bit unserious, but like it's an unseriousness that is like necessary, because I feel like you are somebody who can like shift the mood at your workplace. So if everybody else around you is like very serious, don't make any jokes or something here like that, I feel like you're coming in with this energy where you're able to like crack a joke or two towards your co-workers, and I feel like that is something that they really appreciate. I'm gonna pull some more cards. We have King of Pentacles. For some of y'all, like y'all could be working in an industry that people could be very boring or like serious or very like materially focused. So maybe there isn't like a lot of jokes and, you know, laughter usually in this workplace. But I feel like when like ever since you came to this group of like co-workers, you have definitely like shifted the mood here. Whether you have been working with these people for like a long time or not, this is something that they do appreciate with you. For others of you, what I'm getting here is that your co-workers looks at you as somebody who's like very experienced in your field. Whether you have been working in this field for a long time or a short term, they look at you as somebody who is able to like teach other people. It's almost like you have achieved some kind of mastery in your field is what I'm getting. But they do look at you as somebody who's like very stable at the workplace and very knowledgeable and very competent. Some of y'all, like y'all could be financially well off. I feel like your coworkers could look at you as somebody who's like financially well off. And if not, I feel like in your workplace, it's almost like the people that you are dealing with could be very serious, materially driven people. So for some of you, I'm getting like these could be your clients or something like that. And if that resonates, I feel like what your clients then really appreciates about you is like this fresher breath air that you're coming in with. Definitely the life of the party. All right, we're gonna pull some more cards. I feel like your co-workers as well, they can look at you as somebody who is dressing quite well. But it's interesting because the energy that I'm picking up on is like you could dress one way at your workplace. Like whenever you are entering your workplace, you are wearing like an attire that is like very suitable to that environment. But then I feel like on your free time, you dress very differently, something here like that. So like the clothes that you tend to wear to your workplace is like specifically work attires. I feel like that is something that some of your co-workers has like noticed. And for others of you, the message that I'm getting here is that for some of you, you could know some of these co-workers outside of work, and I feel like at work they are looking at you as somebody who's like very, very serious, and like you take your tasks very serious. You don't play about it, you don't goof around too much. But then outside of work, I feel like you are a very different person, and those who are getting to know you outside of work, they do really appreciate that. Like they appreciate this like goofy side here about you, is what I'm getting. But we're gonna pull some more cards. I feel like I'm just trying to do it for like 2 minutes and then just messages keeps coming out. So let me just focus a little bit here. So we have 9 of Cups coming out here. I feel like your coworkers, as I was saying, they look at you as somebody who's like very experienced in your field. Sometimes there could be this energy of some workers, whenever they are seeing you like at your workplace, they could see you like relaxing and chilling and maybe not doing too much or like working that hard. And I don't know if there is some type of like misconception going on here, or if it actually is like the truth. You apply this to your situation, but what I am getting here is that you are able to like maybe get results in a quicker way than other people, which means that like in your workplace maybe you have more time off or to like relax and chill. Either way, I feel like your coworkers are looking at you as somebody who is easily getting the results that you're wanting, because in Nine of Cups, that's the energy of somebody who's like able to, you know, get results quite quickly. I feel like people also and your coworkers, they are looking at you as somebody who's like using your charm at your workplace. I don't know what kind of field you are in, but it's almost like you having this charming personality is like beneficial for you in this workplace, is what I'm getting. But I feel like your coworkers, they are looking at you as somebody who's like very fulfilled at where you are career-wise. You could be in a leadership position for some of you, and I feel like some of your coworkers are looking at you as somebody who's like very fulfilled there. I feel like for some of y'all, like the work that you're doing could be work that like really speaks to your heart and your soul. You know, people are seeing, like if that resonates, people are noticing that you are very fulfilled in this workplace, and it shows by the way that you show up every day, like that you genuinely enjoy whatever you are working with here, is what I'm getting. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance. I feel like another thing that your coworkers think about you here is that whenever there is some kind of chaos going on at your workplace, I feel like you have this ability to always keep calm when a situation is like needed to be calmed, is what I'm getting. I feel like as well, there's something here about you where you could be understanding like the greater purpose of this occupation or something here like that, and I feel like your coworkers is noticing like how you have like a greater perception or vision. So I feel like whenever you maybe take some kind of decisions here in this workplace, it's not only like beneficial for you, I feel like it's beneficial for like a lot of other people, maybe for the whole company, depending on like what kind of, you know, position or what kind of work that you're doing. But they definitely notice how you have this greater vision. If people have been seeking some kind of advice from you here, pilot number 2, what I'm getting here is like your coworker sees that you understand something that maybe a lot of other people within this within this workplace doesn't understand. And one of those things are that in order for anything, any creative thing to flourish, there needs to be some kind of ground or like stability going on first. Because the King of Pentacles, he really understands that. That's why the King of Pentacles, the first thing he's gonna do is that he's gonna provide with stability before any type of creative endeavors is gonna happen. If there's no stability, creativity usually don't flourish too much in those environments. So there's something here like that. Where's the Judgment? So for some of you, I feel like some of your coworkers could like be intimidated by you. There could be something here of like you being able to see through them or look through them, whether this is like their work or them as like a person. But I feel like you have this ability of like whenever you are looking at something, you're able to you pick up on like a lot of details of a person or a thing. So there could be some kind of intimidation here from your coworkers, is what I'm getting. I'm gonna pull one more card. So we have the Magician. as I was saying, I feel like these co-workers, whatever you are working with, they are definitely looking at you as somebody who has achieved some kind of mastery within this role or in this company, department, position. You apply this to your situation. I feel like they look at you as somebody who has great abilities in like bringing in some kind of results to this team or to this office. At the bottom of the deck, we also have the Three of Wands. So as I was saying, I feel like your coworker sees you as somebody who has maybe a big vision or like a big journey ahead of you, whether this is like within this company or if it's within this department or something here like that. They see you as somebody who's like very motivated. You're ready to take action. And great manifester here as well. I'm gonna pull one more card. So how does pile number 2's coworkers see them? So we have the Chariot coming out here. I mean, it's just coming out like as a confirmation. I feel like your coworkers, they see you as somebody who is like sitting on top of things. Whether you are having like a leadership role in your workplace or not, your coworkers is looking at you as somebody who has the capabilities of leading a whole team or a whole company if necessary. Because they see that you have the mind for it, they see that you have the personality for it, they see that you have this balance here going on as well. I feel like there is something about your experience that your coworkers is like noticing, because I feel like you could have a very well-rounded experience within this company or this work where you have seen like the good stuff and the bad stuff, which means that I feel like you are very like balanced, like you know how to balance the good and the negative stuff in order to get some silver fine lining, something here like that. But yeah, pile number 2, I feel like I'm gonna finish off here. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so pile number 3, we're gonna draw some cards and we're gonna look at how does your coworkers see you, and also like what do they think about you. So this is gonna be a general reading and just take what resonates. We have 4 of Swords. Ten of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So for some of you, what I'm getting here, I mean, this is gonna resonate different for different people. So this is just for some of you. Your coworkers could be looking at you as somebody who is like going to take over this company or this department or this area in your workplace. I feel like your coworkers could be looking at you as somebody who's like learning currently, and they see you as somebody who is like eager to learn, and you have this mind that is like always wanting to have new knowledge, something here like that. You could be like a very curious person. I feel like your coworkers is looking at you as somebody who's like curious. I feel like your coworker sees that you have like a very stable position within this company. Whether you have been working in this company for like a long time or not is what I'm getting. And if that doesn't resonate at all, what I'm getting here is like your coworkers could see you, even if you have been working at this company for a long time, they see you as somebody who still comes in with this energy of like wanting to learn. you have this energy of like wanting to refresh yourself all the time, refresh your knowledge, something like that. Like y'all could have definitely achieved something within this company. Maybe you have been in like a lot of cycles within this company, and your coworker sees that, they're noticing that. Like some of y'all could even have like some kind of diplomas or some kind like achievement mark. I don't know, take, you know, apply this to a situation. But they know that you have a lot of experience within this company or in this field or in your occupation, something like that. I feel like your coworkers, they also see you as somebody who people tend to be like genuinely like curious about. Maybe you are the center of attention at your workplace. There could be something here. Your coworkers is also finding your way of dressing to be like interesting as well. Like it's getting attention is what I'm getting. Your coworker sees that. So for some of you, I'm also getting this energy of like, there could be periods within this workplace where maybe you don't see your coworkers, where you're not in contact with them. And I feel like if that resonates, like whenever you are popping out to the scene again, your coworkers is always like very excited to see you. They're always like fascinated, but like, because I feel like for a lot of you, you tend to always come in with this like renewed energy. So I feel like there is something here where your coworkers is like very curious about you and your life. As I was saying, because I feel like for some of you, there are periods where you don't see them or you're not having any type of conversations with them. Something here like that. Yeah, because for some of you, I feel like your work could be like requiring some kind of distance. Something here like that. We're gonna pull some more cards. Oh my god, that's too many. We did have 8 of Pentacles coming through, and we also have 10 of Cups. I feel like your coworkers, they see that you are some kind of wish fulfillment to this work. I'm not saying that you're a wish fulfillment to them. I mean, you know what kind of dynamic more, you know, that you have going on with these coworkers, but they do see that you are some kind of wish fulfillment for this company. I feel like your coworkers as well, they do see you as somebody who's like very hardworking, somebody who has this like focus and has this ability to really harness like the details of the work. And like if there is some kind of details that needs to be perfected, I feel like your coworker sees you as somebody who is like willing to learn about it and then go ahead and do it and redo it until you get some kind of mastery level. Is what I'm getting. I feel like your coworkers as well, they could be seeing you as somebody who is like carrying some kind of responsibilities or juggling some kind of responsibilities within this work. Maybe on like a daily basis, you do a lot and your coworkers sees you as somebody who's almost like a busy bee, always out there, always doing. With the Fool coming out here as well, I feel like your coworkers also sees you as somebody who is like not afraid to take on new maybe tasks or new challenges when it comes to work. I feel like they always see you taking like a new risk or like taking on like a new adventure within this company. For others of you, if you know your coworkers outside of work, I feel like they are looking at you as somebody who is like very adventurous as a person, somebody who maybe likes to travel or like go about doing a lot of stuff. And for others of you, what I'm getting here, some of your coworkers could see you as somebody who has like multiple incomes. So maybe this work isn't like your end-all be-all type of work. They could see you having like another income, but they do see you as somebody who's like very good at juggling different responsibilities at the same time. And it's almost like you make it look good and you make it look easy here as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So I feel like some of your coworkers, they could be looking at you as somebody who has this like charisma and this drive here, and having the characters of like a leader here as well. So I feel like, as I was saying, because I feel like some of y'all are like younger at age, I feel like some of y'all are not younger at age, like maybe you are older, you've been working for this company for a long time, but I feel like these co-workers, they see that you have some kind of natural leadership, and they also see that you have a very secure position within this company. And as I was saying, like in the beginning of this reading, some of them are looking at you as somebody who's like going to take over this company. That's what I'm getting. So we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like your coworker sees you as somebody who has like a lot of plans and a lot of visions for yourself and maybe for this company here as well, depending on, you know, what kind of relationship you have with your work. But yeah, I feel like they do see you as somebody who has a lot of plans for yourself and your life. I feel like there is something about you that people and your coworkers are genuinely like very curious about. Because it could be this energy here as well of like your coworkers maybe have a hard time like pinpointing you, or maybe you are not like in one location all the time. Maybe you go around or you go to different places, something here like that. And I feel like some of your coworkers could be like keeping track of you and, you know, looking up things about you, generally like curious about your life is what I'm getting. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Pentacles. So if you are working with finances for some of y'all, I feel like your coworker sees you as somebody who's like very good at managing and like a very smart business person. For some of y'all, I'm getting like you are doing some kind of charity work, and I feel like your coworkers is looking at you as somebody who's like very generous and like you're very good at whatever you are doing. We have the Four of Cups coming out here and the Eight of Cups here as well. So for some of you, I feel like your coworkers, they could be looking at you as maybe there could be something about them that you find to be boring, something here like that. I feel like some of your coworkers could be like a little bit insecure when it comes to you, because you could come off as like a little bit bougie. So I feel like there is some of your coworkers that is like a little bit afraid that you would find them to be boring. For others of you, I feel like there could be something here going on with you where you tend to become bored quite easily. Maybe this is the reason why you are having all of these like new beginnings and like taking risks, and or maybe taking new tasks, I don't know. But maybe they are looking at you as somebody who gets like bored easily. Maybe you walk away from stuff easily here as well. That's what I'm getting. For others of you, I feel like, you know, there could be some coworkers that could be like romantically interested in you, and I feel like you do not bring that energy to work. I feel like you are not like going to work to find like the love of your life is what I'm getting. So maybe you neglect some love offers coming your way, something here like that. So your coworkers could be seeing that. I feel like I'm gonna finish off here pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it.